Hi, my name's Andy Leventis. I'm here today to talk to you about our great new iPhone app, Liquor Hub. Liquor Hub is a good tool for using to identify the best liquor for your taste, budget, or general preferences. We've built 4 major features into the Liquor Hub app. The first and by far the most popular feature is our top 20 list. So the top 20 list is there to basically get you in and out of the liquor store as quickly as possible. It allows you to identify the highest rated spirits by category very quickly. So, for example, suppose I'm at my local liquor store and I want to see the highest rated vodkas. So I go to the top 20 list, I click on my vodkas, I get the list of the top 20 according to the experts, and we at Proof 66 have what we call the aggregate score, which aggregates all of the experts' opinions. And we can see that the Stoli Elite has the highest score. Now, the beautiful thing about these lists is that they're highly sortable. We can sort alphabetically by the rating, or of course, many folks may find it useful to have a price sorting capability. So I want something that's top 20, but I don't want to pay a lot, so I'm just going to have this guy sorted by price. And here I can see that the Roscova vodka, for a mere $9, appears to be a pretty good deal. It's in the top 20, but yet it's... The second major function of Liquor Hub is that it allows you to search by using either keywords or the UPC-code of individual bottles. This is definitely my favorite functionality of the application. Now, suppose we're at the liquor store and we want to see what the experts have said about Saint Germain, for example. Now, we've got the bottle in front of us. We can go to the Liquor Hub application and we can use the barcode scanner capability. We merely take the barcode, pull up, and voila. We've got all of the expert information about Saint Germain. We can see that it's done quite well at various competitions. We've got the wine enthusiast. You can see has given it 96 to 100 in a couple years. Certainly, we've got a Beverage Testing Institute has been happy with it. We, of course, also prize the opinion of our Proof 66 visitors. Those are the visitors to our normal website. And you can identify what they've said by looking at the reviews. Now, reviews, when you press the reviews button, you get what the so-called rabble have said about Saint Germain. That's sometimes quite important because we all don't, in every case, identify with the expert's opinion. We can, of course, pull up information about the individual bottle, some background about the distillery, and so forth. The second major way to search, which is sort of the old school way, is merely to do a keyword search. So the way to do that in the Liquor Hub app is merely to type in this little area up here. We're going to look for one of Rick Wasman's great products, and we'll put in Wasmund and see what we find. Here I put in Wasmund. I've got Copper Fox Rye Whiskey and Wasmund Single Malt, which I have right here. And let's see how that single malt is done in the expert competitions. So we'll pull it up, and of course we get the nice detail on how it's done. We see a total aggregate score of 638, which puts it in certainly a high category. And the Beverage Testing Institute has given it scores of 92 and 93, very high. And we can, as we've done in the past, in other capabilities, we can look at the information or the reviews. We can kind of drill down to additional detail. The third major functionality of Liquor Hub is simply our guru, which in other terms might be called a wizard. But the idea here is that sometimes you just don't know what you want. And you may need a little bit of guidance depending on your mood or your budget or what the situation is. So here we've got the ability to press on our guru and see what he has to say. Well, he's got a variety of categories he wants you to think about. We've got Where You Are, Best of 2010, color. You may want to choose your liquor based on color. These are definitely categories with a little bit of personality, not your normal categories in this sort of setting. So suppose I'm interested in, let's see, suppose I have a friend who's a Francophile, who loves everything French, and we want to see what kind of French products are out there. So we might go into the worldly spirits category and see what Guru has to say. Here we've got Brazilian products, Polish products, Canadian products, and so forth. So if I'm buying a liquor for my French friend, I can press on France, and I'll pull up all the relevant information from the French spirits. Now, importantly, this list, as in all lists that come out on Liquor Hub, is fully sortable. Suppose I'm a little bit cheap, and even though I'm buying my friend a gift, I want to buy something that's nice and inexpensive, I may want to sort this list by price, lowest price to highest price. And here I can see that the Elise Red Passion Fruit product has got a reasonably decent score at 402, but more importantly is only $17. Now I can search through all of the rest. If I'm feeling much more generous, I can get him a Cointreau Noir liqueur, which runs about $60. So here we've got all the information at our fingertips. You can, of course, drill down on any one of these individual spirits to see what sort of ratings information there is, and what kind of Rabble scores there are. In this particular case, there's no Rabble entries yet. That will be quickly corrected once we hit our first million users at proof66.com. But in any case, you can see what the experts say, and the experts on this particular product have given it a 96 to 100. That's the wine enthusiast folks. So anyway, that's the third major functionality we have. The fourth major functionality I wanted to tell you a little bit about is merely our spirits list. And this is effectively a massive data dump that gives you certain information about every spirit you could ever want to look for. Now, we've got this nicely sortable, as we have all our other lists, so it's not merely a feature that you won't be able to use. This is a feature that will be useful before you go into the liquor store, and you might want to, and you're interested in merely browsing what's there. So, suppose I'm looking for spirits, and I think I want to look to see what's out there in terms of whiskeys. Now, I've got American whiskeys, Canadian whiskeys, and so forth. Suppose I want to see the list of American whiskeys. Then I've got blended, bourbon, flavored, and so forth. Now, suppose I'm a big fan of blended whiskeys. I've just pulled up the whole list of American blended whiskeys, and I can nicely sort that by price point, by aggregate score. I can flip through it just browsing, just like all of our other lists. And I can go back with our if I'm interested in bourbons, I can go back further, change my mind, I want to look at scotches. So this is really something that that's going to be useful when you're just browsing before you get to the liquor store. So we have thousands and thousands of spirits in our database, and our major goal here is to make sure that you have as much information in your hands as possible to allow you to make an educated decision when you're at the liquor store. We know that it's not always the most pleasant experience. A lot of folks at the liquor store may appear to be experts, but you're about ready in some cases to plop down $20, $30, $40. You want to make sure you get something good. And our app will help you buy something good, something you can be reasonably certain will be tasty and will make for good gifts in some cases. So for 99 cents, we think we can offer you a great value with this Liquor Hub app.